What's going on, guys? It's your boy TL coming at you live here, and I just wanted to touch in on a few things. Guys, it's been a wonderful holiday season thus far. I know that not everybody has had a wonderful holiday season, but however, guys, try to make the best of this season. Even though, sometimes this season can be surrounded by grief and disdain, guys, I want you to understand that you can feel great. You can feel better. You can be okay in this time, in this season. Guys, the biggest issue we run into mostly is the fact that we lose loved ones and things around this time, and that causes us to want to gravitate to those places in our mind, and that leaves us with a sense of feeling down or depressed in this holiday season. But guys, I want you to understand that that this season is, even though we are surrounded by turmoil and grief, this season we're surrounded by that because such a wonderful thing that this season represents gives us the ideology that we are involved in something greater than who we are. And with that being said, what needs to be understood is that every time the presence of joy and happiness and thoughtfulness and the integrity of more warm feelings, every time that spirit happens, there is going to be some surrounding things that are going to try and combat that spirit of joy and happiness. And I want you guys to understand that that in itself is the issue that we have sometimes when we don't have an understanding with our place and how we approach each situation. Guys, this mode of thinking, this mode of depression and depressive thoughts has led to more accounts of death and suicide in this season than any other season of the year. And I want you guys to understand that it is important to speak up and talk to someone when you are not feeling your best. It is important to speak up and talk to someone when you know that you aren't 100% with yourself in your mind. It is very important to speak up and say that I'm not feeling well or I'm not doing well at this time. It is important to say that I'm not happy. It is important to say when you are not in a great headspace and you really need the care and attention of an accountability person to be there to help in these times, to say I'm here for you, to say I love you, to say I care for you, to say I understand, sometimes to give a hug, sometimes to just smile, sometimes to make someone laugh. Is very important. And I want you guys to understand that as we approach the new year, as we approach this year of 2023, Guys, I need you to be relentless. I need you to be so involved in getting back to who you are that you unlock the potential that you have for discovering what's hidden there inside of you. You can do it. There's going to be so many people to doubt you. There's going to be so many people to discourage you or try to. But simply put, don't listen. We face discouragement all the time, and we get to a point sometimes where discouragement leads us to thinking that that's it. And that discouragement sometimes causes us to try and fill in those gaps because we're trying to understand why. And sometimes the why has too many questions. It has too many questions. And really, if you stop yourself and start to realize that some of those whys need to turn into why nots, then you'll start to realize that you can do more things than you think you can. That you are more powerful than you believe you are. You know, there's a scripture that says that you can do all things through Christ who strengthens you. And the scripture is true. You can do all things. You can do all things, but what good is it to understand that you can do all things if you don't realize that you have the ability to get strength when you're weak? What good does it do you to realize that you can be loved if you don't realize that love starts first with loving yourself? What good does it do to realize that you don't have to fight so hard sometimes for things that you have a say-so in? Think about it, guys. And I want you to understand that there's more in store in this life for you. But you have to grab onto it. You have to take it and you have to run with it. If anything, the pandemic should have taught you that you are still creative. It should have taught you that you are still an ingenuitive person. It should have taught you that you are more than you may have thought possible before. It should have taught you a lot. But I want you to grab that same energy and never let it go. And dive into this new year with that mindset, that energy, and that wisdom and that knowledge now, knowing that you are more. You are more. Don't let the past year or two fill you with disdain and a disappointment and a detachment from your desire. Grab hold of your desire now. Go into this new year with a new passion. Approach it with passion. and conviction. Approach this new year with depth. Use your mind and think more and get more out of the effort that you put into what you want for you. Approach every situation with faith. And remember that if God be for you, He is more than the world against you. Approach every situation with integrity. Not just integrity in the situation itself, but also integrity in yourself. Knowing that if you take your time and you make up in your mind that this is what you want, have enough self-integrity to complete the task, because you can. But you won't unless you take your time and make the effort. Guys, that's all I have. I'm TL. This has been a moment of philosophy with me, your boy TL. And I just want you to understand that you're powerful, guys. You are powerful. Love yourself first. Love God first. Then love yourself. Most of all, for here in this life. You only got one life to live. Guys, love yourself and continue to press on and be you. This coming year, guys, we are going to resume our lessons for kinesiology and body movement. And then we're going to be breaking into our lessons on spiritual mindfulness. Guys, it's a lot of good stuff coming down the line. And a few different things we got coming up. So I want you guys to tune in and stay tuned to take advantage of the good stuff that we got coming up. I'm going to keep a little bit under the hat. This new year, we're approaching some things. And they're going to be good, man, for you guys. So remember to always like, comment, subscribe, or just subscribe and like, even if you don't comment. But guys, remember that when you need help, always remember to reach out to somebody. Guys, it's too many people now dealing with suicidal thoughts, and it's too many people now dying a death of self-murder from emotional distress. Guys, talk to someone. Get the help that you need. Realize that is more here for you, and take that into the new year. And let's do this. Faith and fitness. Your boy TL. I'm out.